All right. One moment, everybody. I'm going to turn off my fan so you don't hear it in the background. All right, good evening. We're here with the Discord League Finals for Season 0. This is Tyler on Verdance versus Johnny on Valda. We had Turn 1 happen already, or Turn 0 happen already, sorry, while we were away. And it was basically just a Funami amulet being played by Tyler, who was going first. Now we see a Tectonic Instability coming down for Johnny. So there is a draw happening here. Arsenal goes away. Make another seismic surge with the tectonic plating. Just checking to make sure I am actually live right now. Okay, cool, I am. Wonderful. Yeah, and then we're just going to see a swing with a Titan's Fist afterwards. So this is a typically Guardian does not fare super well into Verdance. Johnny right now running triple AB, so hood, gloves, and boots, which will help prevent some of the damage from the burn bear effects. This is definitely a matchup where you are going to be playing your Rampant Gross. I think that in the last match that we saw from Tyler against Mario, he was not running the Rampant Gross in his deck. He may have, I don't know, maybe we just didn't see him. But this is one where it's going to be tough to get the damage throughout the course of the game, where Guardian just blocks very well in general. So you're not going to really see a ton of damage getting through from your attacks, like your E-strikes and your Cadaverous Tillings. Maybe just like a couple damage here and there. So you really have to build up your combo and then just burst down your opponent. So we do see one Rampant Growth being pitched here for Tyler. Gonna go ahead and play a Plow Under, and he was able to decompose, so that's gonna put him on the 2 Earth cards in Banish. I think my Banish Zone is not working right now, just because, Talismar spectator things, but we'll try to keep track of it manually. And no blocks for Johnny, so Seismic Surges are going to go off here. There are 3 that came down this turn, or came down last turn, so that means that Valda's effect is online. We're going to see 2 Promising Terrains come out here, and then a Crush the Weak afterwards. So this Crush the Weak does have Dominate. It is a Crush effect. It doesn't really do a whole lot to Verdance. Obviously, she doesn't play a lot of attacks. Although, funnily enough, it does prevent cards like Plow Under from being played, since it does have a base attack of less than 3. So with the 2 Promising Terrains, I'm not sure if it was the best idea to go ahead and play both of them right now. It will draw you a card potentially at the beginning of the next turn if you are able to make some Seismic Surges. So if that card is the instant, I forget what it's called, but it's the yellow one, then that's pretty good. Here comes a Scour. So that's pretty strong. Scour actually quite good in this matchup, so you're actually going to be able to take out a lot of Seismic Surges. Oh, we're getting a raid here from Agroblaze. Thank you, Agroblaze, for sending over your viewers. This is our Louisiana Discord Finals. I did not change the title because I always forget to do this. I was in a rush to try to get this done. So X, I believe, was 2 on the Scour. So you're going to be able to destroy 2 Aura tokens, which means you're going to get rid of the Promising Terrain, so no 2 card draw, no life gain there. For all of you who are coming over from Agroblaze's stream, thank you so much for sticking around. If you are going to stick around, this is our Louisiana Discord League Finals for our inaugural season. And it's between Tyler, who is, it's funnily enough, it's from 2 people who are not living in Louisiana, or 1 person who's not even from Louisiana, but it's Tyler, who's living in Oklahoma right now, and Johnny, who's living in Utah. Chokeslam coming in now after the Seismic Surges pop. It's going to be able to be played for free. Does have the Dominate effect from Valda, just blocking with a Autumn's Touch, and then here comes a Rootbound Carapace to go ahead and block out more of it. So there were enough Earth cards to go ahead and decompose. It looks like the Earth Tracker is working now on Talishar. And then a Seismic Eruption being played to keep the train rolling for Valda. So 3 Seismic Surges for the next turn. That means Valda will be online once again for next turn, but in a deck, I guess a deck like Verdance that has a lot of defense reactions, it's going to be hard to really sneak in the damage. So we see a Healing Potion being played here. Maybe just see a Waning Moon coming out as well too, just to strip a card from hand. Yeah, there's a Waning Moon. So 2 potions online now for Verdance. Obviously, you're going to be looking for the full set of 4. So the 3 Healing Potions plus the Punami Amulet in order to get that combo. We saw 1 Rampant Growth already pitched. We have not seen the other one yet, or a second or a third one yet. Waning Moon comes out, and we see AB1 with a Crush the Weak. Oh, okay. Looks like we picked the wrong card to AB with. So AB comes out, and yeah, there we go. So it is 2 damage since the Waning Moon was on Tyler's turn. Seismic Surges pop. We're using the Crush the Weak to pitch, and then now here comes a Put 'em in their place. It's going to be with Dominate. Coming in for 10. So this is Valda's new spec from Guardian Pack Mastery, or Mastery Pack Guardian rather. So this is coming in for 10, and if it crushes you, then you discard your hand and draw that many cards. So this can actually be kind of disruptive. If you have a combo piece in your hand, obviously you don't want to lose it if you can help it. So we'll see if Tyler maybe is going to commit some more cards other than just this one from hand here. If he had a DV React in Arsenal, then obviously that's fantastic. We do know that Johnny does have pummels in this deck, but not enough resources currently to pummel. So looks like we're only blocking 3. Put them in their place does come in, and we see 3 cards discarded, which is an Everbloom Life, a Rootbound Carapace, and a Warmongers. So not the most impactful cards to lose. You do get some more Earth cards in your discard, which helps for the remaining Decompose that you need. 4 cards available now for Tyler, and we see another Healing Potion being played here. So it's good that he didn't lose more of the combo. Pitching the Waning Moon, sending 2 arcane damage. We see AB1, and then a discard of the Fruits of the Forest. So this is actually a pretty good hand to draw into for Tyler. You know, it's awkward for the Earth Hero sometimes because you want to be blocking more blocking with more cards from hand because it's hard for you to convert a full hand into something. But if you do have a card like Fruits of the Forest, you can always just discard it whenever you're ready. And now the Seismic Surges are going to pop from the Put them in their place. Here comes the Tectonic Instability to disrupt the arsenal again. It will draw a card for Tyler. So he does have 5 cards in hand, and now is there's a Put them in their place coming again. This one's going to be free because of all the Seismic Surges that has popped. Coming in for 10, Dominate. And we are going to see a block for 6. Not going to be enough to stop the Crush effect here. So Put in their place still comes through. We do see a discard on 4 cards. 4 cards drawn. Again, no combo pieces really. I think just choosing the block with the Bark Skin just because it's value, right? So Embodiment's going to go away now at the beginning of the turn. Heartbeat of Candlehold coming out now. Verdance is not online yet, so this is just being played for life gain. And now a Pulsing Aether Life being played just to send some more arcane damage with the remaining resources. So even though there have been two big dominated attacks that have come through, Tyler was still able to block a good bit of it and then also just gain life back to kind of offset the damage that was taken. No AB this time, and then the last card is the Fruits of the Forest, and so we're back at even life totals after those big attacks. Seismic Surge is going to pop. Valda is online. Is there a Crush attack available here? Imposing Visage going to be played now. Going to go get a Ley Line. This is a, I feel like you play this no matter what, just because Ley Line is obviously an amazing card. But knowing that there has been one Scour already, there could be another Scour available for Tyler at some point, and then your Ley Line just gets zapped. So hopefully you make this impactful. Here comes a Spinal Crush coming in for 9 Dominate. Go again, really, not the one of the hallmarks of Verdance's gameplay. So we are going to see a block here. 6 damage will come through. Ley Line will trigger, which will give Valda a 3rd Seismic Surge for the next turn. So train keeps on rolling for the Dominate, but can Valda actually make use of it? And there's the Scour that we were just talking about. Pitching a Warmonger's, paying 3 into it. So I'm going to be able to shoot the Ley Line plus 2 of the Seismic Surge. There's nothing Johnny can really do about that. And then 3 Arcane damage coming in now. We can AB3 and just prevent some damage here. But it's a pretty big hit. Definitely unfortunate for Johnny that he only got 1 turn of value out of the Ley Line. But, it's still 2 Seismic Surges, so it's not the end of the world. AB3 was on the damage from the Scour. 1 Seismic Surge goes off. That's the 3rd Tectonic Instability, so whatever Tyler's trying to set up in Arsenal is not getting to stay there for very long. And now here's a Headbutt. So new card from Guardian Pact Mastery. It does have Crush, so we are going to see... Valda is not online because the Seismic Surges got scoured. So this is going to be for 6. So if it crushes you, then you put a -1 on a head that your opponent controls, and if it has 0, then you destroy it. So this is just a 6 attack, really. So blocking for 3, covering up the rest with the Shelter. No damage is going to get through, and we'll just go to Arsenal for Johnny. And here comes the Plow Under. So nobody actually going to get an Arsenal in this matchup, apparently. Plow Under is going to decompose, and I think that will put Tyler at... Oh, no, he's 1 off right now. So he has 1, 2, 3, 4. Just 4 in Banish currently. And that'll leave him at now 6, I believe. So banishing 2 Earths. And 1 action. Pitching a Rampant Growth, so that's the second one that we've seen. Kind of wild that Tyler's already down to 29 cards. One of the things about Valda, I guess, is that because you are drawing so many cards, and I guess every time they put them in their place hits, that's effectively 4 cards that you're milling, so to speak, from your opponent. So this might become a factor at some point in time, so I would keep an eye on that. Seismic Surges pop. 1 more Seismic Surge, and here comes a Command and Conquer coming out. No resources floating, so this is just going to be for 6. It's kind of the ideal number that you want. As Verdance, you can block with 2 cards, and then set up something with the remainder of your cards here. So blocking with the Warmongers, deciding on another card. Blocking with the Ring of Roses is the last one. Ring of Roses, good value piece, but not 100% necessary in this matchup. As you see, that's the 3rd healing potion, so we're ready to go off, but we need to get the Rampant Growth in hand first. So we're seeing if there's a response here on the healing potion. I don't know if Johnny has anything to really disrupt these healing potions, but here comes a Waning Moon coming in for 2. Looks like we're deciding if we're going to AB or not. And we will AB 1. So 1 damage will get through. 29 to 27. Seismic Surge goes off. 1 cost reduction for Johnny. I think we've also yet to see a pummel. So checking discard real quick. No pummels. Oh, there's one. Okay. Alright, so pitching a pummel to go ahead and play a... make a Seismic Surge and then play a Choke Slam. This is going to come in for 8. I think you're totally fine to go ahead and block this with 2 as Tyler, and then, yeah, good to go there. We have not seen any fellings yet, so I would expect to see one relatively soon. Here's a Cadaver's Tilling instead. Cadaver's Tilling is going to be enough to get Tyler over the edge to 8 Earth cards in Banish. So we'll see the Decompose here. This will go up to 8, sending 8 in exchange for 8. Just the 1 Seismic Surge for Johnny. And without the ley line, it's going to be a little tough to get back online now that we've kind of hit the end of the Valda train. Alright, now here comes an Aftershock. This Aftershock is only going to be for 8. And it will create a Seismic Surge in the back, so at least the 1 cost reduction is continuing on, sort of reminiscent of playing Kasai or playing a warrior, where you constantly hit and you create a vigor with greens, but then realistically all you do on your next turn is use the same resource to create another vigor. So it keeps on going and going. We do see another Seismic Surge being created. From the Sink Below draw. Sink Below was the card in Arsenal there. Now sending an E-Strike over for 7. I would expect this to be the play pattern for much of the next couple turns while we kind of get Tyler back over to his rampant growths. If you're Johnny, I'm not really sure. I think that you need to start setting up your pummels so you can try to start chipping away at some life. See if you can get your pummels going, see if you can get your Rouse the Ancients going, because you need to push damage somehow. If you're just going to keep going back and forth like this, sending 7, sending 8, you're going to lose the race eventually, because Verdance, as a wizard, has a combo outlet, whereas Valda, as a guardian, does not. So you need to find a way to start stealing some tempo here. Seven power E-Strike. Johnny trying to decide what to block with. Blocking for 3. Will we see a D-React to cover up the rest of it? No. So taking 4. Working with a 4-card hand now. With 2 Seismic Surges in front. 2 cost reduction. We saw 1 pummel be pitched earlier. There is a card in Arsenal now, and now we're playing a Thunderquake. With 2 cost reduction, that's gonna, okay, never mind. So if he had a blue, then maybe he could have threatened a potential pummel here, but instead it looks like it's just gonna come in for 8, pitching a Grandeur, so he's able to make a Seismic Surge for next turn, but got stuck with a hand with a couple reds here. Alright, and there's the first felling of the game. Felling coming over for 8. We will see a Decompose. 23 to 23. And now, keep in mind that one of the things about Verdance is that ordinarily your kill range for your combo would be much higher, but obviously this past week we had the BNR update. So there is no Plume of Evergrowth. It's a little bit harder to set up the combo now. You have to really pitch stack and get to the last bits of, I guess you get both your Rampant Growths as opposed to fetching them with the Plume of Evergrowth. Very fortunate for Tyler that he has not discarded off of the put him in their places. And it feels like at this point it's really hard for Johnny to set up another one just because put him in their place is quite expensive, and he hasn't really been able to get very many seismic surges going on his turn. So Felling the Crown comes out, only blocking for 3, which means 5 damage gets through. Every damage you take at this point in time just gets you closer and closer to kill range. Here comes an Aftershock. Aftershock will make a Seismic Surge on the back, since there was a Seismic Surge earlier. 3 for 8 is pretty good, but again, you know, in this matchup, you got to do something else besides just trade value. And we see this time, Tyler's going to go ahead and face tank it. So only 14 cards left in deck for Tyler. We have to be getting pretty close to the Rampant Gross. Here comes an E-Strike. Looks like this is going to be for go again. That's the last put them in their place right there, and we're seeing it used as a block card. So blocking 3, 2 damage is going to get through. And here comes another Felling of the Crown. Alright, Felling of the Crown number 2. We'll see it decompose. This is almost guaranteed damage. We can block with the Testament. It's not going to be for very much. Just blocking for 1 here if you block with it. And Tectonic Plating is available also as a block. And we are going to see it block here. Cover it up entirely. That's going to leave Johnny with just 1 Seismic Surge and 1 card in Arsenal. Can't do anything with that. And so now here comes the Punama Amulet, activating to heal. I think this might be the turn where we can see the combo. So 1 amulet popped. You don't pop them unless you're about to go for it, so I think this is going to be the one. So Punami Amulet is cracked. Sending a ping from Verdance. Here comes the Healing Potion, doing the same. 2 resources floating. Here comes another heal. 1 more ping. And then the last Healing Potion is popped. 1 more ping. Let's see. Yep, it looks like Johnny's going to go ahead and AB that. 2 resources floating. Oop. Interesting. Okay, so he's choosing to use Rampant Growth in response to the last Healing Potion ping. So he is going to go ahead and gain a life here. Here's a second Rampant Growth, looks like. So he's just going to go ahead and amp up this Verdance ping instead. So total amount of life gain this turn is going to be 8 plus 2 is 10. So amp twice is going to be 21. And I believe that should be enough to go ahead and kill Johnny. We are going to see Arcane Twining also come out to amp it an additional 1. I believe that's 22 arcane damage. Yep, there it is. And that's it. So yeah, so didn't even need to, you know, we didn't see any burn bears or anything like that. Just set up the combo, just play very defensive. This seems almost impossible for Valda. So good stuff to Johnny for hanging in there as long as he could. I don't know necessarily what the game plan is for Valda here. I mean, I feel like you have to really try to push a lot of go again, push a lot of damage early. But unfortunately, just because of how efficient Verdance is at blocking, how many D-reacts there are, it's just really hard to get that damage in as a Guardian. So it's sort of just almost inevitable. As long as you can get the healing potions down as Verdance and not discard your Rampant Gross, then you're good to go. So definitely fortunate for Tyler there that he didn't have to discard on any of those put him in their places. I think he probably would have thrown some armor in front of it if he was in a situation where he might have been forced to discard. But otherwise, very well played, very expertly done. Congratulations to Tyler. Obviously, we knew that he was a very strong player. Very, very, very good Wizard player. who also had a very good showing at calling Kansas City as well too. So comes into the Discord League. I believe he went. I think he only lost one game in the pod stage, and that's it. So congratulations to Tyler. And thank you all for joining. By the way, I guess some announcements for the upcoming league. We are starting sign-ups. So I put them up today. Obviously, you might want to wait a little bit until after all the Super Slam spoilers come out if you want to play one of the new heroes or if you want to play a new hero with the new expansion slots. But we are going to be starting our next league. It's going to start in October. And if you're interested in joining, please go ahead and send me a message on Discord if you're not already part of the Louisiana Discord. But otherwise, thank you guys for tuning in. It's been a great one, and I hope you guys had fun in our first inaugural season 0 of the Louisiana Discord League. Thank you for all the people who came over from AgriBlaze and stayed. If you want to see some more content, we'll be doing some more streaming next month. But other than that, I think we're done. So thank you guys very much.